So I want to talk about my experience being a guy with a darker tone. It's very, very difficult to find the right artist and like the right tattoo because you don't know what tattoo you can get. And what I mean by that is if you can get something that's like more detailed. So a thing that I like is like dot work. I love it. So all day I'm going through Instagram, scrolling through different kind of artists' work, and you will not find any like black person on that page. So then you're unsure of what can be done for you. So when I went to CoCreate, there's a guy called Mike, and my experience with him was completely different. So I asked him so many questions and he just made me feel at ease straight away, told me what can be done on my tone, told me how the light hits you in different ways. And when it comes to the design, we was on the same page where he looked at my aesthetics and was trying to make a tattoo like flow with my shape. And that's exactly what he did. So when I sat down with him, we like designed everything together, and he cut little bits out and put his ideas in, and we just created something very, very special, and that was very, very unique to me. When it comes to your design as well, he will literally design something so unique for that individual that no one else can like use your tattoo. So he'll even say like, when I create something, this is like your design, and no one will have that, which is an amazing thing because you don't want to go on Instagram and then see someone with the exact same tattoo that you have.
So Courtney came in to see me. He had a lot of questions around what is the possibilities of getting tattooed with darker tones of skin. He felt like he was a little bit in the dark. He thought that there wasn't enough evidence out there or enough pictures that could show exactly what could be possible. What the main issue is with when you're tattooing different tones of skin is understanding contrast. So ultimately, to be able to see something strong enough, there has to be enough contrast. So when you're looking at a tone of skin, you should look at it in a perception of it is a tone, not necessarily a color. And then with that tone of skin, you need to add more of a contrast. So you'd be putting in darker tones in areas darker than what they would be in the image in which you're tattooing.
Okay, so coming to Mike. Mike's already done my neck. So we've got like this filigree design, and there's some other bits of like dot work in there, but it looks very, very nice. I get complimented on it a lot, which is good, makes me feel happy. And now we're doing like my chest, traps, and like a little bit of my shoulder as well. So again, I came in with him. I was unsure how I wanted things to work because when it's on your chest, it's such a big piece. And being a guy with like muscle, it has to again work with my shape. So he looks at the aesthetics of my physique, like the design just again works with my shape, which is very, very important because when he designs it initially and sends you over a pattern, it's very flat, so it's hard to see. So it's important that when you do come in with him, that you sit down and he'll explain how this is going to look. Again, talking about like the light, and then when he puts the stencil on you, you can really see how it's going to kind of look before it's actually finished in detail. But already like he started working on it, and the pattern is unreal. Like, I loved it straight away.
Big project with Courtney. Started off by being his neck, and now obviously it's going to be his chest. With Courtney, it's a bit different because obviously he's with his bodybuilding, his fitness. It's important that this tattoo almost enhances the shape in which he is. Everything about the design aspect of this and the angles and the geometry and the patterns, it's all designed specifically for the shape of his body. With this piece, we're going to have to do it in stages. We're going to look to add a layer of depth within the first piece, and then possibly once it's healed, look to maybe add some more black in certain areas just to make sure the contrast is high enough. I tattoo with silverback inks. I use mainly the Insta Black range from 1 to 10. I don't use every single number. And with Courtney, I'm only using 8, 10, and I'll use the Insta Black. And with Technique, I'll use the level 8 to blend out into his skin tone. If I'm really trying to make something smooth, I'll maybe use a 6 or a 4 maximum. I don't need to go any lighter than that. It'll perfectly blend into his skin tone from an 8 with Technique.